Recently, I went to watch the Minecraft movie, the most successful video game adaptation of all time, breaking multiple records, and it must be a great experience watching it. But the moment I walked into the theater, I had a bad feeling. I could hear way more chatter than usual, and most of the audience are teenagers. John, you might ask, what's wrong with teenagers? They are the target audience after all. Well,
I need a refund. Multiple families now because of all the teenagers in here. If I have to do it again, you're all getting kicked out and leaving. Understand?
hi there, I'm John. Welcome to my channel where I share my opinion. While my experience definitely wasn't as wild as the clips, I did see kids spraying popcorn and throwing bottles at the screen, and I could hear chatter throughout the whole movie. And of course, the screams. What really got to me though was how the constant noise eventually wore down even the adults. Some gave in and joined the chaos. I'm not a native English speaker in case you don't know. When it gets noisy, it's generally hard for me to follow the dialogue. I'm also not familiar with the Minecraft memes. All I wanted was to watch and enjoy the film. But I couldn't. The experience was completely ruined. Why did this happen? I get Minecraft means a lot to them, just like what Monster Hunter means to me. But even if I do get a real Monster Hunter movie, I don't think I'd behave like that. Maybe I'm just getting old enough to be that guy. But it's really not that hard to understand. Just imagine that someone had to clean it up. And someday, that someone might be one of them. Are they still gonna do that if they are the ones cleaning up the mess? It feels like some kids today are missing a basic sense of awareness. They struggle to consider how others around them might feel. In other words, they lack empathy. It's like they've forgotten that not everyone was like them. There were people like me just trying to enjoy the film. I even heard an 8-year-old kid next to me say to his grandpa, "Why are they so loud?" See, even some of the younger ones know better. It's hard not to connect this to what people call the brain rot generation. If you're unfamiliar, brain rot is an internet slang describing a state of mental numbness or obsession caused by excessive exposure to online content, especially memes, fandoms, or repetitive media. It's a heavily meme-filled movie. The Minecraft movie's core audience is made up of people who've grown up soaking in that kind of content. A lot of the kids in that theater matched the description. They seemed overstimulated, unconscious of their surroundings, chatting, taking selfies, all that shenanigans, even angrily reacting to moments in real time, as if they couldn't sit still for more than 5 minutes. And the only time they kinda stayed quiet, funnily, was when Jason Momoa's character entered, driving a muscle car and playing those 80s arcade game, probably references most of those kids didn't even recognize. This isn't just about one movie. It's a reflection of how the digital world affects behavior, especially in different cultures and social environments. And honestly, what I saw that day really opened my eye. I'm from China, and generally speaking, kids there aren't as hyper in public setting compared to what I saw in North America. Still, I've seen a pattern forming, parents giving kids phones just to keep them quiet. And if the kids don't get the phone, they throw tantrums. And what are they usually watching? TikTok. I've never been into short form content. I don't even have TikTok installed on any of my devices, but even I feel the pull sometimes, whether it's Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts. It's very addictive. And the scariest part, these quick hit videos are proven to damage our attention spans. They train our brains to expect fast, easy stimulation and make it harder to focus on anything that doesn't offer instant gratification. That's for adults. Imagine what it's doing to kids if the kids start to consume these things, especially when they start so young. Don't just take my word for it. A 2024 article titled "TikTok Brain: Can We Save Children's Attention Spans?" explains emerging research suggests that watching short-form videos make it difficult for children to engage in activities that don't offer instant and constant gratification. That's a real concern. You might be wondering, what does this have to do with the kids at the Minecraft movie? Here's the thing. Kids born after 2007 have grown up in a world where smartphones are just part of life, and the Gen Alpha, those born after 2010, are especially impacted by this non-stop screen-first culture. And unfortunately, they're also the same group as saw at the theater that day. But are these kids the only ones to blame? Certainly not. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of it starts with the parents. Plenty of parents struggle with screen time themselves. I'm not claiming to be an expert in parenting or that I know the magic formula, but these issues are kinda hard to ignore. Let's be real, kids don't come into the world knowing how to act. They learn by watching the people around them. And in most cases, that's their parents. Now imagine this. A toddler is crying, the parents feel overwhelmed or just tired after a long day, hands over a phone or tablet to calm them down. Boom, instant silence, problem solved. Or is it? Sure, it works in the short term, but when this becomes a routine, kids start associating screens with comfort, distraction, and even emotional regulation. They're not learning to manage boredom or frustration, they're escaping it through endless scrolls and dopamine hits. And here's the kicker. A lot of these parents, whether they realize it or not, are doing the exact same thing. So what kind of message does that send? It's not just about screen time, it's about presence. It's about setting an example. And if that example is we are always plugged in, always distracted, then how can we expect kids to be any different? I've seen it happen with my own eyes at restaurants, at parks, even at movie theaters like the one I went to. Parents staring at their phones while their kids run wild or scream or tossing popcorn like it's part of the show. This isn't mean to judge every parent out there. Parenting is hard. Sometimes you're just trying to survive the day. But I think many of us underestimate just how much those little moments matter. A quick conversation, a bit of guidance, a hey, not everyone's here to hear you talk can go a long way. These early interactions shape how a kid grows up, and honestly, it might shape the experience for everyone else in the room too. Because these early screen habits have been shown to literally impact brain development. Don't just take my word for it, just watch this video.
Do you think there's a difference in TV screen time, like what we had growing up, and what they're exposed to on phones or iPads?
Phones and iPads so much more engaging for children, and especially if they can control it, so it's easier for them to just zone out.
Dr. John Hutton is at the forefront of this fast-developing field, and he's published several studies that already suggest higher levels of screen time can impact a child's growth. One result that keeps showing up: parts of the brain related to reading, language, and decision-making are often weaker in kids who have more screen time. So what are parents and caregivers to do? These experts say try not to introduce any screen time before age 3.
There's so many things we make kids wait to do in our society. We make them wait to drink beer, we make them wait to vote, we make them wait to have a gun. But for some reason, we're not doing the same thing with these very powerful devices that give access to all the contents related to all those things.
You think screen time is the new tobacco?
It's been compared to it, yeah. I mean, and actually, parents using cell phones with their kids has been compared to secondhand smoke.
But experts say we can stop the scrolling and screen time. No YouTube, no phones, no iPads, even when they say they're educational.
Yes, because we don't really know that they're educational.
And what we do matters more than what we say. What is your advice for parents who worry it's too late, they've let the cat out of the bag?
You can back it up, and you can back it up in the moment.
Meaning you should model the behavior you want to see. Do you think parents are aware that they are part of the problem in terms of how addicted they are to their screens?
You can, notice, oh, I've got my cell phone, my child's not responding, they're upset, put it away and reorient and just help that child feel like you are there for them.
Parents are a child's first and most important teacher. That's why it's so important that things that are shared experiences like reading and playing with toys, they can interact back and forth with language and feelings and emotions, and that's when good things happen with kids.
So, are the kids beyond saving? Of course not. I might be too hard on them earlier. I know not every kid in the theater was acting out the whole time. They were excited. This movie meant something to them. I get it. What they really need is guidance. If someone had stepped in and explained what was going on, maybe things would have been different. Maybe I should have said something too. I didn't, and that's on me as well. But I do believe they are still capable of listening. Just look at this.
For today's presentation of a Minecraft movie, please, no throwing popcorn, and also no lapis lazuli, And also, absolutely no chicken jockeys! No! Oh, yeah! I am Steve. Yeah! Look what I brought. My actual pickaxe. Are you ready to rock? Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy a Minecraft movie! Roll the projector. How do I get around here?
See, the kids listened to the right person. I believe the world is changing, but not all change is progress. Some of it feels more like erosion, a slow, quiet wearing away of things we used to value. Attention spans, basic courtesy, empathy. These aren't just abstract ideas. They show up in the real world, in real situations, like sitting down to enjoy a movie with strangers who seem to have forgotten what it means to share a space. I'm not saying kids today are doomed, but I'm saying they're growing up in a very different world. A world filled with distraction, algorithms, instant entertainment, and a constant pressure to be loud, funny, or viral. And in that world, it's easy to lose sight of how our actions affect others. How one person talking through a film can ruin it for someone who's been looking forward to it for weeks. The Minecraft movie broke records and made history, and for many kids, I'm sure it was magical. But for me, it was also a wake-up call. A reminder that the way we consume content and the way we teach the next generation to consume it actually matters. Because if we lose the ability to simply sit, focus, and experience something together, what else might we be losing? At the end of the day, I didn't go to the theater to rent. I went because I love games. I love movies. I wanted to enjoy something I care about. And I still do. This video isn't about blame, it's about understanding, it's about noticing the cracks before they become permanent. So now I'm passing the question to you. What do you think? Was I just being dramatic? Have you seen similar things happen in your area? Please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.